Freeman looks for a little payback on the gridiron as the Rebels try for 3 straight wins on Friday night. Welcome to Sportswire. I'm Will Catterley. Just 1 year ago, the Freeman Rebels held a 28-7 lead over Deep Run, only to see the Wildcats come all the way back and score 22 unanswered points to win 29-28. The Rebels had not forgotten about that game and decided to flip that script on homecoming. So the Rebels looking to make it 3 straight wins, homecoming night at Douglas Freeman High School, taking on Deep Run, looking for payback, as I said in the open. Deep Run looking to go deep, and teams need to stop doing this. Patrick Taylor is there in the one-on-one matchup. He gets the interception. Sure, receivers have size advantage, but Patrick Taylor, he runs the receiver's routes. They also give him the ball in space on offense. Look at him go on the screen! All the way down the sidelines inside the 15, so he can catch interceptions, he can catch passes on offense. He can also run the football because it would lead to this. Just a couple yards out, Taylor, touchdown run, 7-0 Freeman. They would have the early touchdown advantage. Deep Run would come back though, and they'd do it through the air. Pass caught. James Ellis would be big on this drive all the way to Deep Run's own 45-yard line. Going to cross midfield and then some on the jet sweep. James Ellis all the way inside the 5-yard line, tackled down at the 1. It would lead to this. Bo Kite following his big tackle into the end zone for the touchdown. And there it is, making it official. Deep Run on the board. They would miss the extra point though, so 7-6 is the score. Let's go second quarter, shall we? Bo Kite calling his own number. Getting a first down. Deep Run in business. Bo Kite on the option. And it's a different Ellis this time. Miles Ellis. Big time yardage inside the red zone. Gets a first down. It would lead to this. Power football. Gonna get it in, right? Wrong, and he drops the rock. He loses the football. Freeman says they have it. Referees get together, say they do. So, turnover by Deep Run. But the Wildcat defense would answer the call. Andrew Bland trying to make something happen in his own end zone. He drops the football. And who else but Bo Kite? 1 touchdown on offense, 1 touchdown on defense. Deep Run back in front. 12-7 would be your score just before the half. Looking for more points is Freeman. Thomas Laughlin finds the wrong jersey. It's intercepted by Cooper Hamby, and Hamby inside the 30 of Douglas Freeman. But the Rebel defense would rise to the occasion twice in their red zone. This time, Liam Simpson says, he gets the pick. It would be 12-7 at the half. Speaking at the half, homecoming, congratulations to Abak Kawaj, your 2018 homecoming queen. Later at the homecoming dance, King Nick Hargrove would be announced. So Nick Hargrove, the king, 1 thumb up for Abak Kawaj. She is your homecoming queen. Now remember in the intro I said, last year 22 unanswered points for Deep Run to come back to beat Freeman. Freeman looking to flip that script, and they're going to do it on the ground. Number 22 with the carry, that's Danny Bullock. And then they call this play the quick. The outlet pass to who else but Patrick Taylor, and then he can turn on the motor. That's going all the way to pay dirt, touchdown. Freeman Rebels back on top in this seesaw affair. Second touchdown of the night, 1 rushing, 1 receiving for Patrick Taylor. And he is not done, folks. You're going to hear his name later on. 14-12 at that point. Freeman up 2. Deep Run, trying to get it going on offense. The tip, the pick. Who is it? Did he get it? Yes, he did, and it's Patrick Taylor. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions now, and he is doing it on defense and on offense. That would lead to this. We flip the field for the 4th quarter. Doink. Notley, short on a 38-yard kick, but roughing the kicker. Penalties were paramount, and Deep Run really hurt themselves. It kept the drive alive. 15-yard penalty and a first down. It would lead to this. Alec Erickson connects. with his receive. It's Andrew Bland to Alec Erickson for the touchdown, now 21-12. Freeman, more defense. Patrick Taylor can lay the wood, too. Knocks down the receiver, big time hit, laying the lumber, and then the lead of this. More Taylor, this time on the ground. He's going to take it in. Over 160 yards of offense from Taylor alone, over 125 in the air, and Freeman does flip the script. 22 points against Deep Run unanswered to win it. 28-12, your final.
They punched us in the mouth. They out physical us in the first half. We had to man up, and coach gave us some talk at halftime, and we just bounced back.
When you get on the edge, you have this second and third gear that I don't see a lot of players on the football field have. How do you kick it into that gear, and when do you know when to kick it in?
I got to give that to my dad. He had the same kick speed. I don't know. It's just an instinct, I guess, when I get to the corner.
That's last week he had 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. We're becoming used to it. He's a phenomenal talent. I've been saying it before. He's probably the most underrated player in the Central region. I don't know how he doesn't have more looks than he does right now.
Meanwhile, somebody had to get their first win of the season as Hermitage hosted Tucker in the annual Cat Bowl. The Panthers had not lost to the Tigers since 2000. And on their homecoming, they obviously wanted to keep that trend intact. But if they were to secure victory, it would take a second-half comeback to make it a reality. And on homecoming night, congratulations, C.J. Jackson, the King, and the Queen, Charvay Woodson. Your 2018 King and Queen here on homecoming. Hermitage and Tucker both with an opportunity to get their first win of the season. And in the first half, it was all defense. Yeah, the defense was winning at the line of scrimmage time and time again. First, Tucker trying to get things going. That's not going for much. Hermitage's defensive line was excellent. Tucker's was great as well. Panthers trying to get their ground game going. No, sir, say the Tucker Tigers. So, finally, Hermitage, more problems in the backfield. That's a fumble. They get to hold on to it themselves. Second quarter, Tucker somehow gets into the red zone, and they do connect on a field goal. So it'd be 3-0. That's it. 3-0 at the half. Let's go second half. Third quarter, the option. And it's a big-time run inside Hermitage territory, inside the 40-yard line. It would lead to this. Tigers like that play so much, they're going to do it again. Fleming, Damari Fleming, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Tucker Tigers, who haven't beaten Hermitage since 2000, can feel it. They're now up 2 scores, 10-0, and Hermitage has done absolutely nothing. But the Panthers were not done. Check out that hole right there. Big-time running room for the back inside the 15-yard line. Wyatt Winborn would hand it off, and then Winborn on a little screen pass, and Hermitage is going to find Pater. Touchdown. Keel, Dominic Keel from Winborn on an 11-yard touchdown pass. All of a sudden, Hermitage back in it. 5:14 to go in the third, 10-7. Still in the third, more Tigers. Wyatt, roll out. Winborn's got a motor, too. He's going to run and keep on going. Anybody going to get him? Well, he goes out of bounds around the 30-yard line. It would lead to this. Yeah, they can feel it. Let's go, he says. Hermitage sideline finally seeing some momentum. And they can win this one. Nigel James has been a player who's been excellent all year long. 39 yards to pay dirt. Touchdown. Panthers have retaken the lead. Up 14-10 at this point. They're going crazy at Chester Fritz. Let's go to the fourth. J.R. Tucker looking to get back into it. Hit as he throws, and it's intercepted. Number 6 with the pick. Trying to get 6. That Hermitage secondary and defensive front working in tandem and getting some positive results. They are fired up. Even C.J. Jackson with the King helmet on. And it would lead to this. The screen pass. Say goodbye. Mr. Keel all the way to pay dirt 41 yards later. Dominique Keel puts this one on ice. And the Hermitage Panthers can finally flex their muscles again and say bye-bye, wave bye-bye to their losing streak as they get their first win of the season. and the fans rush out on the field to celebrate and get that winning feeling back once again. Final score, Hermitage 21, Tucker 10. We have much more to get to when we come back, including deep run field hockey, who looks to take down rival Mills Godwin. Plus, Glen Allen tries to beat Freeman in ladies volleyball. That and more straight ahead.
Here's another 90-second history report.
After the Civil War, the power of the president seemed to weaken as Congress got stronger. That all changed, though, when Theodore Roosevelt took office. Roosevelt, a progressive Republican, proposed the Square Deal. He fought big business and mandated changes in the mining and meatpacking industries. To create a naval shortcut from the Atlantic to the Pacific, Roosevelt helped Panama gain independence and got the canal built. When he needed more office space, he built a White House addition, making him the original star of the West Wing. He created national parks and even tried to simplify the spelling of words. That was one fight he lost. Once during a hunting trip, he let a bear go free. News of the event triggered a toy craze that we now know as the teddy bear. During his second term, he helped his VP, William Taft,
That's me.
succeed him in office. 4 years later, unhappy with Taft's performance, Roosevelt created the Bull Moose Party, ran again, thus helping Woodrow Wilson to win.
Thank you, Ted.
Today, this man of action is immortalized at Mount Rushmore.
Bully.
So here it is in a nutshell. He restored power to the presidency, redid the White House and tried to redo the dictionary. He dug a canal, inspired a toy, helped Taft, hurt Taft, and got his hard head on the side of a mountain.
That's Teddy Roosevelt in 90 seconds.
Welcome back to Sportswire. Deep Run taking on arch rival Mills Godwin. Deep Run's keys to success. Pre-game, that little guy right there, making sure every player has a ball to hit with. Great job right there, and that is why Deep Run is so good. I'm telling you, that is their secret, the ace in the hole. First half, Wildcats at home on the run. Shot, kick save, and a beauty. Fires, finds a bag of net. She shoots, she scores. And Deep Run, number 16, Allie Kelleher, gets that one to go. It's 1-0 Wildcats. Pressure would stay on in Godwin's end. That shot saved. Deep Run sticking with it. Somehow kicked away. Eagles keeper had a great evening, but Wildcats still trying to find the back of the net for goal number 2, and they finally do. She shoots, she scores. This time it's number 25, Natalie Balunas, and the Wildcats have a 2-0 advantage. More from Deep Run. There's a reason why this team has been so dominant all year long. They keep the pressure on, attacking. Defense is good as well. She shoots, she scores. Bottom right corner, this time it's Callie Mago. She gives it a go, and it's 3-0 Wildcats. Godwin would have some opportunities, but it was mostly Deep Run all night long. That shot, kick save, and a beauty. And then somehow, I don't know how this doesn't go in. It's shot, ricocheted, no. Keeper says no. Defender gets in the way, and it is Godwin ball. One of Godwin's best chances came right here. Keeper's going to let it go because you have to shoot it from inside the box, otherwise it doesn't count as a goal. But that was awfully close and just goes wide. Wildcats trying to take care of business, and this centering pass is going to help. Up in the air, Wildcats corral it, and eventually it's going to be goal number 2. She shoots, she scores! For Wildcats, number 25, Natalie Balunas, a couple goals on this evening, and that would make it 4-0 at that point. Wildcats would add 2 more before the night was done. Deep Run gets a win over Godwin. 6-0 is your final. And with that, we go up tempo. We stick with Deep Run, where the Wildcats won their 4th consecutive state golf championship. Deep Run drubbed their opponents, shooting a combined 295 at Magnolia Green Golf Club, beating second place Rock Ridge of Blazing Saddles. Google that one if you don't know the movie. By 19 strokes, Charlie Hansen led the way, posting a 73. 4 other teammates all scored 74. Henrico turned their fortunes around, beating previously unbeaten Atlee on the gridiron 45-10. Eric McDaniels had 20 carries for 213 yards and 2 touchdowns, while Jalen Jones threw for 4 scores in the win. Glen Allen had a big night under the Friday night lights from quarterback Donovan Riddick. Riddick went 13 for 15 for 226 yards passing and a touchdown, and he added 88 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns in a 34-20 victory over TJ. Back to Deep Run, where the Wildcats beat Glen Allen 6-0 in field hockey to improve to 9-1 on the year. Deep Run's only loss now is to St. Catharines, and they have not allowed a goal in all 9 wins. And finally, congratulations to Deep Run's Lily Snow. The standout cross-country and track star has made her commitment to run for the University of Richmond. She excels in long distance and will be a big impact for the Spiders. To girls volleyball we go, where Glen Allen looking to make a big impact, taking on Freeman at home. Already up 5-2. Jaguars, very good volleyball team. They get the kill right there from the outside hitter, Maria Pasillo. And then later, still in the first set, on the serve, Freeman, nobody's going to get there. Goes down as an ace. Point Glen Allen. Still first set. Freeman this time on the serve. Glen Allen, Jags. Lady Jags going to set it up and knock it down for the kill. And once again, it's number 7, Maria Pasillo. She was really dominating on the outside. And that goes down as an ace as well. Point set, 25-6. Glen Allen comes out firing on all cylinders. That goes down as an ace. This girl's got a great serve. Number 12, Kanaya Davis, outside hitter, the senior. Here it is again. It's like a knuckleball. You got to come right at it. Rebels trying to hit it where they ain't. And then they get the big-time block from Mariposa Sights. She sets her sights on that block. Point Douglas Freeman. Rebels on the serve. Just down by 2. 5-3 here in the second set. But Glen Allen going to set this up. Great pass. And then knock down as the Jaguars, the other middle blocker / opposite hitter, Berkeley Scott, gets into the ledger there. Up 10-5 at this point. Deep Run, or not Deep Run. Freeman gets the ball over, but out of position. And once again, Scott takes advantage. Point Glen Allen, and they win the second set 25-13. First 1 to 3 sets wins it. Jags already up 3-zip in the third. That's number 13, Amy Barrick. She gets the absolute perfect ace. I don't even think it touched a Freeman Rebel. Later up 9-5. This time on the serve is number 2, Caitlin Casco. Setting it up, knocking it down. Number 15 doing the dirty work there, Olivia Conti, opposite hitter, junior. More from Glen Allen. That is an ace. Caitlin Casco and company can taste it now. Going for game, set, match point up 24-17. And Glen Allen gonna get it done and win this one 3-0. It's back to football when we return. Varina looks to remain unbeaten as they host Homecoming and Patrick Henry. Could the Blue Devils keep pace with unbeaten Highland Springs? That plus top plays and much more coming up.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
Takeout meals for just $12.99. Call them.
Sherry Pearson. You are the sole surviving heir of the King of Montanopolis, and you are now worth $45 million.
I'm rich. This can't be real.
Of course it's not real. Come on. Having money isn't about luck. Like that takeout meal. Cook at home instead, you can save thousands a year. Feed me.
Feed the pig. Welcome back to Sportswire to Varina. We go a little football, but first some homecoming action. Congratulations to the 2018 homecoming queen at Varina, Kayla DeJesus. and the king was later named Chianti Sarita. So congratulations to both of them. Your homecoming king and queen for 2018. Varina on the football field looking to do something and take on, looks like Ole Miss. It's Patrick Henry early on. Patrick Henry trying to get on the board first. Varina's defense would stuff him, and then nobody can stuff in the second quarter, or really throughout the game. And so far this year, they can't stop the running game, and that guy, Isaiah Page, number one. They line him up in a lot of different places, and then they'll hit you with a trap run, and that's going to go all the way to pay dirt. Touchdown from Floyd Jones, 50 yards to the end zone. Varina would have an early 7-0 lead, 8:34 to go in the second. After a stop on defense, back to this guy, Isaiah. Turn the page, he does. And then his helmet comes off. Now, by rule, if your helmet comes off during a play, you can't continue playing. You got to go down. So there's a penalty on Page, but that was the only way they were going to get him down. Understood? It's a safety rule more than anything else. Doesn't matter anyway. Varina offense so good it's fooling everybody. Cameraman and defense combined. The touchdown run by James Reed, 20 yards out, and they would have a 14-0 lead. Next series, after a 3-and-out from Patrick Henry, Isaiah Page with the keeper, 57 yards to pay dirt. Touchdowns are coming aplenty for Varina on homecoming night. Now it's 21-0 Blue Devils, and they were not finished getting on the scoreboard. How about Page as a quarterback? He finds his receiver, and it's Leonard Scott. That's good for 6 on the screen pass. So Isaiah Page doing it in a number of ways, and Scott, he picks up 6 points. Extra point good, 28-zip. Let's take a look at this kickoff in the second half. Barry Hill, 75 yards, and you're not going to get him. Touchdown, Hill. And after the extra point, it was a perfect night for Reed, who was the kicker in this one. 42-0 would be your final. They have a 35-0 lead at that point. 42-zip for Varina gets the win. Highland Springs stays perfect. 48-7 winners over Hanover. Meanwhile, Henrico, after getting beat bad by Highland Springs, they beat undefeated Atlee 45-10. So big win for the green and gold. Glen Allen, a big win, 34-20 over Thomas Jefferson. And Godwin back on the winning side of things. 10-6, they beat John Marshall. To field hockey we go. Let the rivalry continue on the east end. It's Henrico, it's Highland Springs. Early action, first half. She shoots. Great save by the Springers keeper. She was dynamite all evening long. Highland Springs with a chance. That's going to be kicked out of harm's way. No score late in the first half, though things would change. Check it out. Inside pass, kicked away. And that is a beauty as well. But Henrico would have some corner opportunities. Fired back into the circle. And Glen Allen staying with it, and finally she shoots, she scores! Goal! Henrico. Behold the green and gold. They have a 1-0 lead. Nia Davulari puts it in the back of the net. And then, still in the first half, it's a breakaway. She shoots, she scores. Lakshmi Divakaruni makes it 2-0. Henrico, and things look like they were getting out ahead until Sierra knocks it in. That would be Sierra Tutwiler with the goal. Highland Springs back in business, just down by 1. Still in the first half, though. Henrico trying to counter and get that 2-goal lead back. You saw 17 earlier. That shot is deflected wide. And we go to the second half. So still 2-1. And then Henrico would have some opportunities. Great job by the keeper here. And then Highland Springs a chance to tie it. Watch what happens. Springers get control. The centering pass. Oh, nobody's home to finish. That would have tied things at 2. But as it stands, still 2-1 Henrico. And instead, check this out. Get that out of there. I'm kicking it out. Get that out of there. I'm doing it twice. Bunch of saves for the Springers keeper, but Henrico kept the pressure on. That time it's saved. It's going to come out of net. And Henrico, Johnny on the spot. They're going to get the ball. And then what a goal off the stick. Swung on and hit in the center for a base hit and a goal. Jolene Ghosh, oh captain, my captain, makes it 3-1. Henrico still not finished. Check out the effort here by the keeper. But eventually the extra pass, unselfish. She shoots, she scores. Srista Chapathi and Henrico go on the road to rival Highland Springs, and they come out on top. Final score, Warriors win it 4-1 is your final. Time for the often imitated, never quite duplicated top plays of the month. Top plays from September. Number 5, Lee Davis Invitational. It is Mr. Colby Burcham for deep run. This is a battle for 4th place, and he's going to have a race to the finish, literally against Adley Burcham, though. Comes out on front. And number 4, we stick with deep run. Freeman played him really tough until this girl right here, Morgan Granger, scores not once, not twice. This is goal number 2. But 3 times in the victory, she helps deep run beat Freeman 3-zip in a hat trick to boot. Number 3, lots of football to pick from. Let's start with Freeman because I love the tricky, oh so tricky plays. Like the halfback pass, Patrick Taylor to Liam Simpson, touchdown, and Freeman beats James River. Number 2, Jalen Jones, a quarterback for Henrico. Watch him scramble, look for anyone against Hermitage. He has Jihad Carter on a dime for the touchdown. But number 1, opening kickoff, Lee Davis at Highland Springs. Highland Springs kick returner, Devin Coles. Round and round he goes, gets spun around several times. Finally, he says, you take it, the unselfish play, and this time it's Antwain Wells and all is Wells. Antwain Wells Jr. takes it all the way back to the house. Coaches absolutely love it, and that is good enough for top play of the month.
Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us, and you can always follow us on Twitter. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.